on the banning side of things. So right now, I'm not too surprised as ban number 1 for Tribe.
So he's out of the way. Top lane becomes a lot easier. However, we do have, I believe, a Kali open. We know how damn good Vejos is. He's like, nah, things on Eve here. Uses Pulverize and hits her out of invisibility, which was madness, to be honest with you. I can't believe he made it happen, but it was very cool to see. Anyway, we do have the full compositions now on team. I love that we're seeing
Darius.
a Jhin and a
Dunk.
Darius. Yeah.
Dunk.
Donks in the chat, boys.
Leon, the thing I love so much about Leon on this one is that he's fully utilizing the buff that came out on Darius in patch 2.1a. He goes for the grab, gets also some extra slow duration from 1 to 1.5 seconds, and he just flash grabs. You're going to see that happen in this game. He just goes in, flash grab, everyone, boom, you're messed up. So I think that both compositions here are really strong. I do like the composition played by Trovo Nova here, mainly based around this displacement of the kick, Dragon's Kick, and also the barrel ultimate of Gragas coming on through by Clemmer. So I think that there's some synergy on the Yasuo from Nova potentially coming on through, but it's going to require a little bit more effort on the execution side of things compared to, you look at Tribe. It's just like, I do damage now, and you just go for it. But you do have also the Wukong Cyclone into the Shockwave of Orianna, which is another OG. Can you already call stuff OG in Wild Rift, or is that too early? Cool stuff for OG.
I think it's too early. I think it's too early, bro. Yeah. Okay. 100%. There's also the headbutt pulverize. That's a pretty OG combo. You can actually put the ball on top of Alistar, and he becomes like initiating tool with the ultimate. It's like really, really, really good. Yeah. The same thing happens with the Cyclone on the Monkey. So some really good combos there. You know what I am really curious, I'd love to talk to Leon about this, is why he's playing Flash Barrier on Darius instead of Ghost Flash, because a lot of Darius's will opt to play Ghost Flash just to alleviate some of the difficulties that Darius has with being kited so much. Especially playing against, for instance, like a Rakan, as well as a Lee Sin getting knocked back quite frequently with the explosive cast 2 on the top lane. It's curious that he'd continue to play that. He is applying some pressure on the top lane, hits level 2 first, then he's going to see if he can do something with it.
A little bit of a trade is going to be coming his way. One good thing, though, is that they do have the Rakanda into a Darius. I think that's really good, because if he is going to go for those ult resets, hitting the charm could definitely avoid him from doing so, and you can just maybe get the burst a little bit quicker. I think that Rakan in this one is actually really interesting, and especially not only the Rakan to deal with him with CC. I think that here Corki, especially played by Hydro, is going to be a very, very interesting pickup here, because the high mobility he has is going to make it so hard for Darius to close off that gap and maybe go for those dunks, and especially for those grabs. So I think that here going for Corki into Darius is great, as in the bottom side of the map, and Engage will be coming out. As Trovo Nova and Tribe are going to be rather respectful of each other, especially a friend there. Going to have the trample. They know they don't want to proc that final stack to get the stun, so they're just going to move back pretty safely. As normally what used to happen with these two teams is the moment the first Drake spawns, that's when the fights start to happen. So I'm expecting until around the 4-minute mark, things are going to be very laid back.
I'm not going to lie, this was really well played from Tribe, actually. So they'll get the scuttle in the bot lane after preventing that a little counter gank coming through. But then also Leon starts the scuttle on the top lane whilst having advantage in mid with Orianna being able to push it so hard. Up comes your boy Duck. He's able to quickly smite the second scuttle. And what do you know? They have 2 skulls across the map, as well as blue vision on blue side of the map. So really well played from Tribe. This vision and jungle control has been really, really good so far from the entirety of the team, not just the jungle at this time.
Especially when you're dealing with the Yasuo, right? You just want to make sure that... No, I wasn't going to say Yasuo. I don't know why I said Yasuo. Lee Sin. When you're dealing with a Lee Sin that has really good early gank potential, and he is indeed already hit that level 5 power spike. He's about to hit it now. He's level 4, but he's about to make it level 5. You want to make sure that you can pinpoint exactly where he is around the map. So the moment you know he's roaming towards your lane, you can just play it chill, go back to your first tower, and you should be good. Though on the bottom side, one thing that's not going to be chill is that CC chain on top of the Rakan. Grizz going to have to be careful, but Wukong going to go for the engage. Oh my god, Grizz, how are you allowed to survive that? And same for Hydro, but the curtain call will come out, and that might just be the end. They're dancing, picks up one, maybe the other, but no, the 4th bullet does not go down onto Hydro, and Lee Sin a little bit late to the party, but that is going to be 1-to-1 in terms of kills.
Yeah, that was a really nice ultimate coming through from Doom. Perfect place to go for it. Actually, a little bit sad. I think both players were trying to dance in the same direction, and because they were a little bit off screen from one another, it was very hard to coordinate. But you will see your boy over here, Clemmer, picking up the Rod of Ages as he got a kill onto Leon, which will shut down that like snowbally potential. Still, if Darius gets a nice fight towards the next like 6 minutes or so, things can change very quickly. If a Darius does get even a little influx of gold, he can really use that to his advantage. So you can never really count a Darius out of the game as of yet. Heads mid, goes for a little gank here, doesn't really do too much. Vejos just going to do some damage, but in comes the Shurelias. Now Vejos has to be a little bit careful, and we'll just bounce back. That does a little bit of damage, actually causes problems, and will force out the honey fruit.
Now they knew that Yasuo is just not in any condition to fight. They're just going to go straight for that Drake, which Darius and Orianna not going to join up just yet. I mean, they don't really need to. They're just going to keep that pressure going into the mid lane, making sure no one is going to roam. And also because there's no vision so far set up by Trovo Nova, they just have no idea what's happening in that Dragon Pit. And there you go. Easy Ocean Drake for Tribe. And they are off to a fantastic start. But they are not a lead. They do not have the golden lead. The lead in gold. Sorry, should I say? That was weird. As it is good in favor of Trovo Nova. It's not significant enough to really mention, but it is something that can slowly build up to a really significant amount if you're not careful enough.
But Trovo Nova, they do exactly what you were talking about earlier, Max, is they decide, you know, Ocean Drake is not worth it for us. We'll just go top line. We'll take the first turret, get that gold lead off of that, and then try and work with the roam that were available to us. Clemmer is taking a fight with Leon. He does not want to take an extended one here. He gets into range of the dunk. Is forced to use explosive flat cast to throw Leon back. But yeah, you can see that how even when Darius is a little bit behind, he's still so difficult to deal with, and you're forced to use a lot just to get away from him.
Nice, yes, tornado onto Snitch. So I mentioned many times with Snitch, and we had the interview, so we had a little bit of insight from him. He thinks that they could win this matchup, but he still thinks it's going to be really close because this is a team that they highly respect coming into this event. And really, I'm looking at Snitch, and he easily has to be the best mid laner in Europe as of right now. I think there are many really talented mid laners for every single team coming into this, but I think he's just one big notch ahead of the rest. And Snitch, if he is allowing himself to scale properly, because as of right now, he's got himself 0 kills, 0 assists. He's been very absent from the game because he's been trying to get this gold and deal with this Yasuo properly. The moment he's going to be joining those fights and hitting those huge shockwave, that's where Snitch is going to scale and things are going to look very scary. But though Yasuo going to go on to Leon down to 50% HP. Gonna have to move on back a little bit, but there's no Drake to pick here, so Trovo Nova, sure, they get the damage, but they can't turn that damage into anything extra for now, at least.
I actually really like Vex's build here, Path. He's actually picking up the item Umbral Glaive. Now, you don't see a lot of people going for this, but this allows him to quickly and easily get rid of a lot of wards around the map, preventing that vision. They're going to give up Rift Herald once again and instead go for a turret. So every time Red Team Tribe get a little bit of advantage, Trovo Nova immediately clapping back here with advantage of their own. So it's always trading for this team. And this is what you can see from high level teams, is that whenever you do something, there's always a response, and that's how it has to go.
Snitch, though, can he find a response in this one? Great shockwave, going to buy him a little bit of time, but you know that Lee Sin, he's not going to give up. Oh, he's got the shield too last. Oh no, the snipe coming out from Vex. He gets it done. Orianna out of commission. Damn. That was a good snipe if I've ever seen one. Now Tribe losing Orianna. What do they do with this? Oh, they're going to go for the engage, apparently. They are feeling damn good, even though Snitch is not here. Great little bobber push. Hydra trying to split away that fight. Curtain call from the backside. He goes for the dunk, and Leon going to flash away last second. But Yasuo now, he's going to be going for the dive. 1v5 initially, and still able to take himself one frag. It was not 1v5, it was 1v4, but the fake monkey always gets me.
Clemmer, though, really nicely done from him, able to position that explosive cast under chaotic circumstances to whack Leon back into the tower to hit him with a body slam afterwards. That's just classic Gragas play right there for you. Really well done. Going back to the initial pick from that fight, though, Vex just seems to have a great understanding of abilities and how people are going to play, because you'll notice that he whacked the Sonic Wave onto Snitch and then waited for Snitch to use that flash, and then only then did he hit the kick afterwards. So really well done to actually be able to secure that kill. And if he'd been too quick on the trigger, he wouldn't have got that kill in the first place. So far, Trovo Nova shown themselves to be exactly why Tribe are respecting them so much.
Oh, indeed. Things are looking good. I would love to see potentially in the series, I didn't talk about it too much. I would love to see Hydro, especially play Varus. He's been one of the only few players actually to get some really good success on that pick. So maybe next draft, that would be really interesting. But he's doing still some good work on that Corki. Good engage, going to put himself already. The Alistar really low, going to pop also the Unbreakable Wheel very late. So that is not going to be available for the next skirmish. As it does pop actually right now. He didn't even use it. I thought I did. The animation confused me a little bit. But you know what? He's going to have the Unbreakable Wheel for the next fight. But being so low, it is not going to be all that impactful, as Herald did get used in mid. The tower should survive, and it does, but it's very low, so I'm not even going to count it as a tower. As just a few basic attacks, and it is basically dead. But Drake being now on the menu, seems like both teams are potentially going to give it a shot. But the packs are back in base for Corki, so this is maybe not a fight Corki really wants to take.
I mean, here at the moment, the problem for Tribe is they've been poked down so much. Alistar can't go for a very consistent engage here. Out comes the curtain call. See how much damage he can get through from that, but a really big engage onto the Wukong. They do make it happen just about before he just slips away. Trovo Nova, they do get the first pick, and now it's a 4v5 with Friend being so low, they can't go for this Drake anymore, and it should be secured by Trovo Nova.
Oh, flashing from Grizz. That's going to be a respect coming out, and instantly gets dunked away. Jin picks up the frag. Leon, though, kind of the shield. He's looking so tanky. He's going to be gaming on this one, but he doesn't have the ult reset, and Leon is going to be falling eventually. Doom also on the back foot. They got the lock-in enchant last second, thanks to Friendly on the Alistar. Been a very friendly cow, and he gets the heal, able to dodge it away. Flash on forward from Snitch, and that's going to be a big regret. Lee Sin, he's here, he's taking names, but he gets melted instantly, and Clemmer's going to follow suit in that one. Triple kill for the Alistar.
No,
the support gets 3.
Yeah, that is so unfortunate. Oh my goodness me. That is sad. Vex actually, I'm going to go on a limb here and say I think he missed his dragon kick. I think he meant to hit the Orianna there to actually be able to finish off the kill, but instead he hit the Alistar. But yeah, Alistar getting 3 kills there is horrific. That's going to set him ahead, but it's going to set none of his team that they really want to get ahead in a good standing going forward. Very nice curtain call coming out from Doom at the start of that fight to do some good damage. And to be honest with you, Trovo Nova let that one slip out of their hands. I think the way that your boys on Tribe are respecting Trovo Nova, that was definitely a lack of respect coming through from Trovo Nova to Tribe Gaming.
Tribe has been definitely popping. Oh my god, Grizz has been trying so many times to go for those engagements and then find the knock-up initially, but he's just not able to connect them on a really regular basis. So hoping for a little bit more from him. Eventually, that'll be good for Grizz. As I had an interview with Grizz, actually. They will be using next broadcast for Mobile Mayhem Day 3. So that is something to look forward to. As now, Tribe cracking open the mid lane. They already got the first tower, looking for more potentially. But Vex in the bush. Waiting for Doom to show himself, but the team is just not there, so this is a big... Oh, now he is curtain call. This is an easy pickup for the Lee Sin onto Doom, and Doom dies instantly. And that was perfect. He waited for the prime opportunity. Gragas joins up, instant barrel onto a 2-man player from Tribe. And now they're still going to be falling. Fren, are you going to get another kill? It gets knocked up. Oh my god, Hydro survives the encounter, and only Snitch shall remain. As where was Snitch the entire fight? I don't know. He was not there, that's for sure.
He was top. He was walking down. So, you know, it is a really good awareness from Trovo Nova to know they could start that fight without worrying about an Orianna ult. Nice cast coming through from Clemmer, though. Hits Leon as well as Alistar into the wall, forcing like an impromptu CC. Really good stuff. And they're just going to take Baron off that. So Trovo Nova able to sling it back in their favor. I'm pretty sure they knew where Vex was as well, so I'm not sure why Doom went for the curtain call. And
I saw it. There was
questionable.
There was a ward actually. I saw it earlier. There was a ward towards the Baron pit, and actually Orianna was right next to the Baron pit, so they had the info and they were feeling really confident right off the bat of that information going their way. So
yeah,
there you go. That is some good information usage from Trovo Nova. They get the intel and they use it properly to win a fight, and then they just absolutely dominate because. Until that point, I gotta say, it was very close. Maybe Tribe had a little bit of a lead from that, especially because of the triple frag going away of Friend on the Alistar. But now this got very close and actually a little bit more in favor of was a 2,000 gold lead for Trovo Nova. So we said it, this is going to be a very hype matchup. It is indeed that close, but a small lead like this currently going in favor of Trovo Nova could result in the entire game getting picked up by this team.
Yeah, this is exactly what we didn't want to happen, but it's fine mid lane. Leon trying to make something happen. Once again, Clemmer just disengaging with the slow from the barrel, and in comes Hydro. They're going on this fight.
Leon's going to be careful, getting melted already. Going to have to pop the shield. The locket enchant comes on through, but the amount of CC under tower. Veros doing so much good work, and there is nothing you could do. This guy is absolutely godly. And now they're going to try and potentially even go for the tower dive, but no, they're just focused on the tower, getting that gold, but... The CC there was absolutely disgusting. There's nothing you could do.
Yeah, I love Theos as a play. He does things that like you would think were very ill-advised. I mean, he does go down there, but the amount of damage he provided just allowed them to clean up the majority of the fight. Second turret, not exactly going down, but there is another minion wave coming through. But by the time that gets there, red team should be in position to actually take them out. So Tribe are going to bring this one back, but Infernal Drake up. Very, very important buff here, Max. This is one that Trovo Nova cannot afford to ignore.
I mean, if Elisin's able to get it, he's going to do even more work in those engages, though. Be careful. What are you guys doing? The team is not there. Curtin cool, but he does get a little bit too far. Having to go golden. Vex for a few seconds. He should be good, though. Gets a great kick. He's taking it on his own. But he will get popped into the GA. The team is there. They could potentially follow up, but it seems like they want to go for Drake, which I'm questioning Trovo Nova. Why are you trying to do Drake? I mean, they are rather low, but I think... okay, you know what? Fair enough. Fair enough. I thought it was a risk at the start, but it seemed like it's actually going to work pretty fine.
Yeah, they were actually trying to clear out Leon. Leon flashed over the wall. So they were just trying to get as many people as possible away from that pit so they could just finish the Drake. I mean, it's priority Drake, right? But yeah, Vex with his Zhonya's over the wall, just providing so much attention towards himself. Tribe were just forced to focus on him, whilst the rest of the team dealt with Leon, who had kind of overcommitted to that pit. Honestly, I'm not sure if it was an overcommit either. I'm not sure if I can rightly say that, just because Leon was in the right position. The rest of his team just weren't able to capitalize because of the way Vex was playing there, which was so good.
It's proactive. He keeps on threatening the backline, and he's just bringing everything. Okay, Dooms is in a really bad spot. We need to collapse on top of it. And so that means the entirety of Trovo Nova after that are just like, we can easily push into this now, which I don't think they really executed upon last fight. But they got the idea, and I think that Tribe are slowly understanding that their backline is always going to get heavily engaged upon purely off the base that you have such a good engage from Vex on this Lee Sin. It's so hard to deal with. But talking about them, Veros and Vex, I got to say the most impactful players going straight for the backline, instant ultimate on one target, and that Jhin has no chance to seal a light of day. And that is just, what do you want to say here? It's just utter domination. Alistar, sure, he's still alive, but for how long? Tribe, oh my god, Leon gets popped into the GA. Unless you can just dunk your way out of that one, which you can't. That is going to be a 4-man frag coming on through. The monkey is still alive. Hello, Duck? Okay, that's an ace now. Okay, thank you very much, good sir. We appreciate it.
I think they realized it was game over.
For the memes.
He's just going to sub FF, you know, as a suboptimal FF. Honestly, you know, I was going to say that what you said there was perfect. Like, they know now what Vex's plan is to threaten the backline. Where Vex has come from is always from the front line, pushing into the back line there. Immediately, Trovo Nova, they switch up their playstyle and
punish the weaknesses of a character, specifically Jhin here, is very easy for Vex.